Call Halayim, Yahweh Ba'Hashem, Yahweh Shai Ba'Hashem, Rakah Kadash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles of the great millstone who rule well, who taught us the truth. Shalom and salutations to the hopeful elect, the Akim out there spreading the gospel throughout the four corners of the earth in sincerity and truth, as the scriptures teach us to do. Shalom to the very few sisters that may be listening in as well. This is the brother Yarmire from the Great Millstone Chicago camp. And basically, I'm just coming back with another lesson. You know, this is kind of like a land back, you know, because it was watching an Elder Apostle Ramlah's video. And, I mean, basically, he delivered, you know, conveyed the full message. You know, this is just like a skillful adding. But, yeah, you know, concerning, you know, the videos and the uploads that we make, we got to understand, you know, that this is a sacrifice. You know, this is our praise. You know, as the scriptures call it, the fruit of our lips. This is an offering that we're presenting before Yahweh Ba'Hashem, Yahweh Shai, as a part of the ministry, as a part of the hopeful elect. You know, the ones that Yahweh Ba'Hashem, Yahweh Shai chose to do this work, all right, and to feed his flock. The scriptures say, take heed to thyself and unto the flock. So when you're doing these videos, you want to be enthusiastic about these videos. You want to be, and at the same time, cautious, all right? You know, I'm not going to get deep into and dissect the word. Hey, just go into Google and say enthusiastic. You have to be enthusiastic about the truth, man. You can't be uploading videos you eating a fucking chicken dinner. You got the video screen record on. You just hear you in the background. Shalom. You got to be enthusiastic, man. You present your body as a living sacrifice. You coming before the throne, man. You know. You don't want to offer the Lord some BS, man. You know, we part of the highest. We represent the highest, man. We represent Yahweh Ba'Hashem, Yahweh Shai, bringing his word, man. Matter of fact, let me get into it, man. This is an example of what we have brought to the table, starting with the elders and apostles on down. This is St. Matthew 24. And I think it's verse 14. This is Matthew 24, and I'm going to start at 13. It says, but he that shall endure to the end, the same shall be saved. And this gospel of the kingdom shall be preached in all the world for a witness unto all nations, and then shall the end come. So basically, this gospel has to be preached throughout the four corners of the earth for the end to come. But for this gospel, hey, what did the scripture say? How should they hear without a preacher? And that's what we represent here on earth today. The preachers that have been sent to basically usher in the kingdom of heaven and present the downfall of Babylon the Great, which is the captivity of the Hebrew Israelites, the so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native American Indians. So in doing that, you have to be very cautious. And in doing that, you have to be enthusiastic at the same time, ready to get up, get going, and at the drop of a dime, you know, put your might in this, man. Hey, the scriptures say in Ecclesiastes, matter of fact, let me see if I can find it. I had it earlier. I think it's the 9th chapter. There is no word. Ecclesiastes 9 and verse 10, it says, whatsoever thy hand findeth to do, do it with thy might, for there is no work, nor device, nor knowledge, nor wisdom in the grave whither thou goest. So while you have the ability to serve Yahweh Ba'Hashem, Yahweh Shai, and do the work, because pretty soon, you know, hey, the Lord Yahweh Ba'Hashem, Yahweh Shai is finna put the spirit on these devils to cut this internet off, because it's exposing them, man. And hey, we never know when it might be our last moment, man. So you want to be able to say, hey, the scripture says, having done all, man. We want to be able to say that, man. We want to be blameless in the midst of a crooked and perverse generation, as the scripture has said. And if this our ministry, man, you got to do that with all your might. All right. And another part is the cautious part, man. Fathers, you got to grow up. You got to be mature, man. You know, you might see a dude in another camp, you know, and feel that this is your opportunity to put your teeth in them. So you want to start a 45-minute video just talking shit. You know, hey, talk shit on your own time, man. When you on your Yahweh Ba'Hashem, Yahweh Shai's time, you know, hey, you point out the wrong, you correct it with the scripture, you carry on, man. You don't have to just call another Israelite a bitch-ass nigga and all this and that. You don't want to do that, man. You know, hey, the scriptures say all things are lawful, but not all things are expedient, man. It might not technically be going off to just curse the nigga out, but at the same time, if it's not expedient, it's going off for the time being, man. And at the same time, that's still an Israelite, you know. So, you know, you correct them. And the scriptures say that is for rebuke, for reproof, and instruction of the man of the Lord in the book of Timothy. That's what the scriptures are for, man. We don't have to be on no rah-rah shit, and we don't have to be on some super prolific shit. You don't have to amount to the next brother's measurement, because every man has a different measurement of faith. Every man has a different measurement of deal, you know, for lack of better words, of what Yahweh Shem Yahushua gave him. But with the measurement that you have, you want to live up to that measurement, man. That's why Yahushua himself gave a parable. He gave the man 10, then he gave the other man 5, then I think he gave the other man 1. All right, and he asked him to flip it all, man. To much is given, much is required, man. Whatever your measurement is, man, that's what Yahweh Shem Yahushua requires of you. So you want to be enthusiastic about this truth, man. You don't want to half step with your offering, man, and bring bogus offerings in the spirit of Cain, man, because that's not what Yahweh Shem Yahushua is about, man. You know, we don't have to go on the black woman is a BITCH video. You know, some fucking click. That's all that is, really clickbait. You know, we know that. You know, a shameless woman shall be counted as a dog, you know. Upload your videos, you know, circumspectly. You know, we know about the E word. We know about certain profanities. Even the 5G now, you know, like the brother Yasharala was going in on that, how they cracking down on that. You can say 5th generation, you know, something to that matter that he was putting. But nevertheless, we serving Yahweh Shem Yahushua, man. We don't want to be slacking this thing, and we want to do it accurately. All right, so this is Sirach 43 in verse 29. It says, Yahweh is terrible and very great, and marvelous is his power. So we praise and we serve and we worship the living power. All right. It says, when ye glorify Yahweh, exalt him as much as ye can, for even yet will he far exceed. And when ye exalt him, put forth all your strength, and be not weary, for ye can never go far enough. And that's one of the Elder Uriah here in Chicago favorites, but it's of the truth. You can never go far enough. That's why the scripture says, whatsoever thou findest thy hand to do, do it mightily. Do it with all thy work. Ain't no half-stepping when it comes to the truth. Ain't no lowballing when it comes to the truth, man. Yahweh Shem Yahushua, he don't play that, man. All right? The scripture says, let me see if I can get that. Okay. The scripture says in Revelations 3:15, it says, I know thy works, that thou art neither cold nor hot. I would that thou were cold or hot. So the Lord, whether you be in this thing wholeheartedly, doing it with all your might, going through the proper channels, you know, doing things expediently, doing things for edification, doing things that's lucrative for the body, or just being a plain nigga. Don't bring that niggatry into this ministry, man. Because Yahweh Shem Yahushua will seek you out and spew you out, man, through the Spirit. It says, so then, because thou art lukewarm and neither cold nor hot, I will spew thee out of my mouth. So you can't just, oh, yeah, you know, I got to do a video. I got the screen recorder. Fucking whole fucking face dirty. Just fucking dirty. Still dirty. Probably unclean. Super, well, we all unclean anyway because this, but you know. Nevertheless, we in captivity, but you know, just straight foul. You know, you ain't even, your mind ain't clear. You just cut on the screen recorder. Shalom, the one. You don't want to do that, man. You don't want to get a Lord a sense that you're not enthusiastic about His word, man, because He's marvelous. He's great in His power. All right, He's great in His power. I'm gonna read that again. This is Revelations 3, in verse 15. It says, "I know thy works, that thou art neither cold nor hot. I would that thou were cold or hot. So then, because thou art lukewarm, because thou art lukewarm and neither cold nor hot, I will spew thee out of my mouth." All right. So the Lord wants you to be enthusiastic. He wants you to be on fire. Like I said, you don't have to be rah-rah or the most super prolific brother in speaking, but you have to live up to your measure. All right, and live up to your full potential in this truth, man. So upload the videos, you know, do it with a passion, man. Hey, like that nigga Future said, and he's a nigga, hey, but he takes pride in this craft, so to speak. It's the luxury of having passion. It's a luxury to have a passion, man. You gotta be compassionate about this truth, man. Hey, the elder Apostle Tahar said that years ago, man. But it's of the truth, man. You get attached to this thing. You get intimate with the truth. All right? You get intimate with the truth, man. And when you intimate with something, you passionate about something, you eager, man. You very enthusiastic about it, and you also cautious about it, because you know what you represent, man. We are the men preaching that gospel throughout the four corners of the earth and for the end to come, man. It's no cheap way of doing that, man. Hey, if the boss come in with your head down, hey, what did the Lord say in the gospel, man? All right, you got to be found working, man. Or if that mighty man would have knew what day the Lord was coming, of course he would have got up and tried to jump up like he was doing the work. No man knoweth the hour of the day, man. You want to be found blameless. Matter of fact, man, let me get that. What's that? I think that's Philippians. It's 2. Come. This is Philippians 2:14. It says, do all things without murmurings and disputings, that ye may be in. And we don't want to do it like, just because, oh man, the brothers and apostles, the elders, they told me to do 3 videos. You don't want to do that. It says, do all things without murmurings and disputings, that ye may be blameless and harmless sons of Yahweh, without rebuke, in the midst of a crooked and perverse nation, among whom ye shine as lights in the world. And that's another thing, man. When we present this gospel and this sacrifice, we doing exactly what Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah said. Let thy light shine before men, that they may see your good works and glorify your Father in heaven, man. It's no fucking faking that. It's no faking the funk. It's no low balling that. We got to do that to the highest standard, to the measure Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah gave us, man. Hey, man, but with that being said, call aloud Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah, Ba'ashem Rakakadash, double honors to the elders and apostles of the great millstone, and to the hopeful elect. Hey, do the work. Shalom.